What's up, everybody? What's going on? Today it's just me, just Cozy, holding down the fort. Yeah, crack a cold one. It's actually a diet green tea today. The weekday, keep the drinking for the weekends. Ooh, cheers! Love that. Yeah, today it's just me. Unfortunately, the rest of the SWOOP boys are busy, but that's okay. I'm here. We can chat. We can talk. Let's talk about some good stuff. Actually, there's been some stuff I've been seeing on Twitter a lot that I've been trying to talk about, but sometimes it just makes me mad. And it's always like when I'm trying to talk to people on Twitter about it, I feel like it's just too many people replying at once. It's hard to talk about. So I figure have a little Twitter roulette, throw some topics up here, spitball it, talk about it like this. First of all, I do want to say wrong photo. But as you can see, rocking my Phillies shirt because the Phillies are once again back on top. They never left the top, but they're back where they belong. Best team in baseball right now. Funny enough, I was joking about it with my friends because I like to bet on sports, as do most adults. And the last weekend, I was betting on the Phillies over. Sugar, can you stop? No biting the squeaky toy. I was betting on the Phils, and I'm like, oh, they're definitely going to beat this team. Bet overrun, total runs, 6.5. Like, bet that easy. Bet the wins. Bet Ranger Suarez over like 5.5 strikeouts. Lost everything. Just kept losing. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bet on him today. Not going to bet on him. And then today they're like, you know what? Let me start hitting. Let's start hitting. What's up, Cowboy Reg? How you doing, buddy? I'm going to talk about, funny enough, you want to stick around because I'm going to talk about QB rankings in a minute, as you saw my post. But right now I'm currently talking about the Phils and how they just decided to start hitting when I decided to stop betting on them. Love that. That's how sports betting is for me, apparently. The teams I bet on lose. And the teams I want to win, I just said the same thing twice. So I realized my strategy this football season is I'm just going to bet on every team that plays the Eagles. Think about that. That's some reverse voodoo for you. I'm going to bet on every team that the Eagles play because how my betting works is I bet on them and they lose. Smart, right? Okay, wait like 10 minutes. All right. I was just gonna bring up this photo right here that I screen grabbed earlier, where it's if the postseason were to start today, how would it look? And like I said, I think the Dodgers are definitely very good. I think the strongest competition on our side would be the Dodgers and the Braves. I know what's his name from the Braves just went down with a no contact injury. Um, Prayers up to him. Hate seeing stuff like that. Um, but that's not good. You don't want to see that. But they're still a powerhouse team, so I'm always going to say they're going to be a good competition. And then on the other side of the board, obviously the Yankees, the Guardians, very very sneaky, very very sneaky good team right there. So them and the Orioles, I think, would be our biggest competition. I think the World Series will be the Phillies versus the Yankees. I'm gonna just say that. So that's my prediction right there. Bold prediction. Phils, Yanks, World Series. We'll get that out of the way now. Let me see. I see what you did there. So I'm gonna bet Eagles when they play the Cowboys. Bro, I'm telling you. Every team I bet on, they're just like, they decide, like, you know what? Let's shit the bed this week. Let's do that. That just seems like to be the proper thing to do. But Reg, now that you're here, you've already seen it, and it's something I've been wanting to talk about before. But I made this list of QB rankings, right? Oh, let me get Reg's comment out of there. I made this list of QB rankings. Can I make this better? Can I make it in picture layout? No. Solo layout? I can't change it. All right, cool, whatever. And I was getting a lot of replies on Twitter. A lot of people were, why do you have this person here, this person here? So I figured instead of just replying to every single person, I would just come in here and talk about it a little bit because, like I said, some of the lists I've seen just don't make sense. Like I see some lists where dudes put Stafford like 2 tiers above Rodgers, and it's like, what do we? I got into an argument with this one dude, and he put Stafford like in the elite category with like Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and he was like, "Oh, like that's where he belongs." And I'm like, "Why? But you have Rodgers like 2 tiers below?" And he's like, "Yeah, Stafford's way better than Rodgers." And I'm like, "No, he's not. What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Yes, I'm like, not even in the last couple years." Correction, he said the last couple years, and I'm like, "Last couple years." So I was like, you know what? Let me pull up this little stat for you. This is the last 4 seasons. Ready? 2020 to 2023. You tell me who's better. Stop. And Stafford won a ring in this time, and Rodgers didn't even play a season in this time. This isn't counting the entire. This is counting the entire last season where Rodgers didn't play. And you're saying Stafford's better than Rodgers? Stop the cap. Hang it up. But look at this. So, like I said, I wanna break it down a little bit because, like I said, people have been hating on it, and obviously Mahomes is in a tier of his own. There's no argument there. I think anyone that puts someone in a tier with Mahomes right now is just kind of dumb, unless you're putting the tier like future Hall of Famers and you put Rodgers in it. Then I can't get mad at you for that. So then under that though, proven talent will win you games. I think it, and again, this is like one of those things where like it's a fact. Everyone in that row is a proven talent and will win you games. And I know as a, let me see, what do you say? Very accurate list. It's based on facts, not people's feelings. I like that. I got a boat, but look forward to doing that. 100%, brother. Thank you for tapping in for a little bit. So yeah, it's like, if you look through the list, you see Burrow, Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott. And the second people see this list, they instantly just start going into hater mode. Oh, they won't win. Lamar Jackson, he can't win playoff games. Okay, well, this list isn't based on just playoff wins, is it? No, well, Dak Prescott always chokes in the playoffs. I'm like, once again, this list is not based on just playoffs. Someone argued, they were like, oh, well, Hurts lost in the first round last year. I'm like, this list is not based on just, like, I don't get what people are listening to here, but Hurts has like, he's like top 5 in wins in the last 3 seasons. So like, not debatable. And then when you look at this list too and compare it to the underneath where it's has shown greatness, next season uncertain. With these three guys, I'm not saying people see this list and think these three guys, Rodgers, Stroud, and Stafford, since they're below the other guys, that like they see, oh, they're below them, so they're worse than them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it. They've shown greatness. We already know Rodgers is great. He's a Hall of Famer. We know Stafford is great. He might be a Hall of Famer. I personally don't think he should be, but he'll probably get pushed in, and that's fine. Whatever. I won't like cry about it. But they're in that category with Stroud because Stroud had a great rookie season. But we don't know what happens after that. Dak Prescott had a great rookie season. 13-3 team. And after that, people called him shit for 7 years. So, like, you know what I mean? See, I'm not saying CJ Stroud's going to turn into Dak Prescott, but you can't just base one great season, one rookie season, and then put him into the stratosphere of these great elite quarterbacks. Like I said, I love CJ Stroud. I think he's great. I think the Texans have a bright future ahead of him. But I just can't, for the life of me, put Stroud in an elite category just yet. But like I said, shown greatness, uncertainty next season. Same with Rodgers and Stafford. I just think they're getting older, so that might play a factor in their they're getting older, more injury prone, so that could play a factor in their next season. I think they also have potential to do good, but like I said, I'm not going to sit here and be like Rodgers is a Hall of Famer, so he's 100% going to play great next season. Oh, that's not true. And then, like I said, people were arguing this too. The whole Burrow's better than Hurts. I was getting a huge argument about that, and I've like looked up the stats. I've compared the stats, and the only thing Burrow beats Hurts in is passing yards and passing touchdowns. Hurts has more total touchdowns. Hurts has more wins. Hurts doesn't have 2 seasons that ended because of injury. People say Tua's injury prone. Joe Burrow's played less games. Come on, guys, what are we doing? And then let's move it down a little bit to this guy is a quarterback. Again, not saying they're bad. That's where everyone gets pissed off. Everyone's like, oh, you're saying they're shit? No, they are what they are. Like, I just don't see, like, Brock Purdy has definitely been the name to follow for the last 2 years, but I just don't see greatness in him. I see with everything they were saying about Hurts in the system, I see about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is in the system that helps him succeed. Jalen Hurts has succeeded at every level of football since high school. So to sit here, like, when he comes in the league and be like, oh, it's the team around him, it's like, well, it's not, because everywhere he's been, he has been great. You know what I mean? Same with Lamar Jackson. Everywhere Lamar Jackson been, he's been electric. He's been great. Everyone's loved watching him play. So I can't say the same for Purdy. I think Purdy came into the perfect system with the Niners, and they built the team how they wanted to build the team, which I think that's exactly how teams should be built. I think you should build the team itself and then get your quarterback. And if you want to like draft your franchise quarterback first, that's fine. I get why it's like the traditional way to do it. But I think if you're one of those teams like the Niners were, where you are in like a transitional period where like, all right, like we have a team that's good. We have all the pieces. We just need a quarterback. It's like, I think you should build around like they did with Hurts. I think Hurts is the guy. He is the guy. But hypothetically, if Hurts ended up not being the guy, Howie knows how to build a roster to where we could get rid of him and then we succeed. Or like same with I was gonna say the Cowboys did do it, but they're crumbling now. Trying to look at teams now, like the Jets. The Jets are building their roster. They paid Rodgers, but if Rodgers were to retire next year, they already have all these young guys in place. They have a team set up to do some stuff. Team to win 8 games, you know what I mean? But they have a team where if they do need a quarterback, they just draft a quarterback and he should just fit right in and succeed. I was gonna say they did it with the Packers did it with Love. The Falcons did it, but they had a shit coach, and then they went and got Cousins and drafted Penix, and just I don't know that whole situation is still crazy to me. If my co-host Rock was on here, he would be clamoring, as he always does, in a good way, mind you, about the Falcons committing draft seppuku. I might have said it wrong. I watched Shogun a couple weeks ago, but it didn't rub off on me that well. I didn't learn anything except Bungeon, son. But yeah. So this guy's a quarterback. Like I said, these guys are good guys you can definitely start a franchise with. It could even be a franchise quarterback. And like I said, those guys are some names that people speak highly of, like Jared Goff. I like Jared Goff. I like Justin Herbert. I think they're great guys. I just think that like people have this image of a quarterback, and in the second you bring up a quarterback that's better than them, they shoot them to the top. Like I haven't heard anybody in the last 7 or 8 years say Jared Goff is a great quarterback. Jared Goff is an elite quarterback. But the second you bring up someone else being better, they're like, oh, well, Jared Goff has been to 2 Super Bowls, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, you weren't saying that before. I'm sticking by my story. I think Goff is a great quarterback. I just don't think he's this super elite quarterback that, you know what I mean? I mean, he clearly isn't a quarterback that will win you games. See, he played in one of the worst Super Bowls of all time with the Rams against the Patriots. And then I'll say the NFC game against the Niners, they choked. But I'm going to blame Dan Campbell for that, because Dan Campbell decided to stop the run game for some godforsaken reason. And yeah, that kind of, like I said, that pissed me off a lot. I was really rooting for the Lions last year, and I was actually rooting for the Lions and the Ravens, and they ruined it. The NFL being rigged ruined it. And then so let's move down a little bit. We talked about that row. Oh, another thing, Jordan Love, good quarterback. I do not have the ability to put him anything higher than where he is, because he had 6 good games. That's it. 6 good games. I'm not calling a quarterback elite off 6 good games. I get he went crazy in the playoffs and they smoked Dallas, but like, once again, man, like everyone's talking shit about Dallas, and the Love smoked him, and then like the second you want to bring up Dallas, it's, oh, well, Dak sucks. Well, okay, make up your mind. Which one is it? But like I said, Love is good. Kirk Cousins has proven he can be a decent quarterback, but again, everyone knows the knock on Cousins. He will not win you games when it matters. He won't. I think his record's the same as Dak, but Dak balls out. As an Eagles fan, I'm not going to sit here and like keep doing this like petty back and forth shit. I'm going to give credit where credit's due with the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is a great receiver. He deserves to get paid. I hope the Cowboys don't pay him. Let me put it that way. I hope the Cowboys don't pay him. Micah Parsons, great defensive player. I've been hearing all offseason, though, that he is like a locker room cancer in a sense, and that like his attitude isn't meshing with other people. And I can kind of see that from what I've seen on the podcast he's done. But I think he's a great player. And Dak is also a great quarterback. Like Dak, I don't think Dak is the best quarterback in this list or in that tier. But I do think Dak is a good quarterback, and he will win you games. We've seen it. They blow out bad teams. It's what they do. They've played good teams and they've lost, but they've played good teams and they won. You know what I mean? So I'll give that to him. All right, so move it down now. And Josh Allen gets a lot of hate, but I feel like that's just the thing with Josh Allen now. Like everyone just hates on him and then just never gives him his greatness. If Josh Allen played in the 90s, Josh Allen would have like 2 or 3 rings. But I digress. Moving down a tier. Some people have faith. These are dudes who they can definitely take that step. Some of these, like I feel like this is the list that people were thinking that I'm throwing Rodgers, Stroud, and Stafford into with that. But like this is different. Like some people have faith in these people. Trevor Lawrence, number 1 guy, he hasn't done much since he's gotten to the league. And like everyone, we've all seen it, but he hasn't done much. And he definitely can, but I just think his hindrance is Doug Peterson's coaching staff. The same thing that happened with Wentz in Philly. Doug just gets too comfortable with his guys and just lets them kind of do what they want. I don't know. I just don't. Doug is a great quarterback coach. Like he's a good mentor for young quarterbacks, but I feel like he just doesn't hire the proper guys to get the most out of them. Because, like I said, when we were great with Reich, won the Super Bowl, Reich left, and then he promoted Mike Groh, and Mike Groh sucked, and then it was just all downhill from there. And Press Taylor, garbage, and look at Press Taylor did with the Jags, absolute just garbage. Richardson, I have high hopes for Richardson. I think he was gonna. I think he had potential to be Rookie of the Year before the injury. So hopefully he comes back healthy. And if he does come back healthy and he comes back just as strong, I think the Jags might come in fourth place in that division. Maybe third or fourth for sure, but I don't know about second. Russell Wilson, this is his little redemption situation. He's going to Booger. Can you stop? Can you take the squeaky toy? I don't know if anyone can hear it through my headphones, but I hear squeaky. I don't know if Russell Wilson can make the redemption with the Steelers. I'm kind of hoping he does because I don't hate Russell Wilson. People hate Russell Wilson and they love Future and they think he's corny. I think Russell Wilson's a great person despite the whole Denver drama with like having his own office or whatever. I don't know. I thought that was definitely weird, but I also don't like Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton is overrated. I think Sean Payton sucks. So I think he just butts heads with Sean Payton and butts heads with everybody. But it's going to be interesting for the Steelers next year because we're really going to see what's going to happen with Russell Wilson now that he has some, I'll say, decent weapons. I'll say that. Decent weapons. Baker Mayfield. Baker is Baker. He is a journeyman quarterback at this point. Same with Geno Smith. Journeyman quarterbacks. But he was balling out last year towards the end. So I would like to see what he does in Tampa. But I'm not like super impressed with Baker Mayfield. I don't think anyone really should be except Tampa fans. Because the bar got set real low when Brady left. Geno Smith is Geno Smith. I thought the Seahawks were going to draft a quarterback this year, honestly. Rolling into the season with him is bold, but they do have I think they have a great young team that can definitely make some moves happen. Kyler Murray, I think Kyler Murray's mid. I don't think Kyler Murray is impressive at all. I don't see the Cardinals doing anything at all. I think Kyler Murray I'm just not a fan. Never really liked him. Never liked his game. Will Levis, whatever you want to call him. He got the shit end of the stick with the Titans, but some people have faith, and it could be a bounce back year for him. The next list. People shouldn't have faith. Marcus Mariota. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Go lay down. I thank you, Booga. Marcus Mariota, garbage. Watching him in preseason last year on the Eagles was torturous. He was just so bad. He got outplayed by the third-string rookie quarterback, Tanner McKee. Was not a fan of him on the squad at all. I think it was a waste of time even keeping him, but we ended up paying him, so we had to. Go. Daniel Jones, ass. Derek Carr, ass. Sam Darnold, come on now. What are we doing here? Bryce Young, people have faith in him. A lot of people want to put him in the category above. I can't. I just don't see the Panthers heading in the right direction. And I just think Bryce Young is too small in this league. I just do not see success out of him. Great success. Like, oh, Drew Brees was small. That's different. It's a different league. It's just a different time. I'm not gonna lie, I forget who that even is. Stidham. It's Stidham, that's right. Don't have faith in him. He's losing his job to Bo Nix. Aiden O'Connell. I don't have faith in him. Officer Farver looking at it, boy. And Jacoby Brissett, I think same thing. Jacoby Brissett is just past his prime. I think he's definitely going to be able to win you some games, but like he's not. We know he's not the franchise. We know that. And then the bottom list is obviously the rookies, who for some reason people love putting Caleb Williams and other rookies in tiers that they do not belong in because they've never played a snap in the NFL. I hate when people make lists and they put fucking rookie quarterbacks in the elite category. It's like you can't do that. What are we doing here, bro? He's never played a snap. Oh, his college. Okay, college doesn't matter. If you gotta have people's college stats on there, then you gotta put so many other people up. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know, but yeah, that's my list. I think, and I've been told by a lot of people that this list is very fair and it's very unbiased. The only people that would say it's not, or the only people that would say it's biased, are people who are probably Chargers fans, Niner fans, Packers fans, people that their quarterback is lower than they think he should be, and they are biased about it. Like I said, that's just me personally. That's how I feel about it. Everyone makes their own lists, and I've seen a couple lists that were just garbage. And also the whole discourse with Jalen Hurts versus Joe Burrow that I've been seeing, because let me say this. I like Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is a great guy. I think he has a nice little aura about him. You know, Joe Cool. I think he's great. But a lot of people are overhyping him. Like, I'm seeing posts online where it's like credible sports sources and like media outlets, and they're posting things like, oh, who would you rather have? And it's like Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, or Mahomes and Kelsey. What do you mean? You would rather have the 3-time Super Bowl winning pair as opposed to the 2-time pair that went and lost? Like, what are we doing here, bro? Who would you rather have? That's the dumb question. Or what was the other one I saw? It was like Joe Burrow has the highest percentage of games won against the Chiefs by, like, I guess some like one of those random like cherry pick stats that like only apply to your quarterback, basically. Like, oh, Jalen Hurts has the most 100 rushing yard, 2 passing touchdown yard games against the Giants or Cowboys, and it's like in the last 4 years, and it's like, well, yeah, who else are you going to throw in that category? Sam Howell? Like, what are we? It's just such a cherry pick stat that, like, oh, well, he's the best. Okay, well, show me the other people in that category. Let me see the rest of the list. Let me see how big that list is for you to be like, he's number one. I can make up lists. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Daniel Jones has the most 100 or 75-yard rushing games by a quarterback who's played less than 75 games in the winter, in between the months of October and November. Like, it's just random stuff, man. I just don't. That cherry pick stats like that pissing me off. If you're gonna use a stat, use like the stat. Don't like beep 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 beep. Like, this stat. Well, this doesn't work. So this one. Okay, well, this one doesn't work. Well, let me just make it smaller and more. Let me funnel the stats so it makes my point of view look like the right point of view. What was it? I got like look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is the what is it? The first 4 years of their career. People tell me Carson Wentz is ass. People tell me Carson Wentz is ass. I'm sorry, brother. Can you take a look at these stats for me? Can you take a gander? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Am I crazy? Let me just... We don't got to talk about it anymore. I'm just saying. Interesting. Interesting, some might say. I mean, look at this one real quick. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting list, some might say. Look at that. Tua is injury prone, people say. He's played one more game than Joe Burrow in 4 years. I just think that's wild. Let me take a little commercial break real quick so I can chug. I was like, if I had a video, I could even just pull up a video real quick and just commercial break. Thanks for watching. I was like, what is this? Oh yeah. Damn, that'd be cool. Have a little interlude. What else was I gonna talk about? Yes, that's what I was gonna talk about. One of the main things I want to talk about is I saw this post on Twitter, from All About the Birds, and it says rank these Eagles quarterbacks, and as you can see, it's Ron Jaworski, Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb, Nick Foles, Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz, and Mike Vick. I think when you look at this list and you want to rank them, I feel like you have to say what you're ranking them based on. And in my opinion, if you're ranking this list based on like what they've, no, I don't want to say what they've done for the team necessarily, but if you're gonna put championships at the top, like if the championship is the most important thing, then you have to go Foles first, right? That's what everyone usually says. Like Foles won us the championship, so Foles has to go first. But if you put Foles at the top for the championship, you have to put Wentz at the second, at 2. You have to. We have no championship that year without Wentz. Wentz didn't play in the championship, but Wentz played what? 14 games that season? 13 games? 13 games that season and got us the 1 seed. We don't win that championship without Wentz. And it's kind of I hate like arguing this with fans and people because like for some reason they think I'm saying like Wentz is the greatest quarterback ever, and it's not. But what I'm saying is because if everyone says, like I said, everyone says Wentz is ass. So my only reasoning for that is if you want to put Wentz, or if you want to put the Super Bowl as like the epitome of our success, you have to put Wentz at the 2. That's all I'm saying. That's only if you put the Super Bowl at the epitome. If you're putting like overall success and the Super Bowl is a thing, but you're not like super, well, obviously it's great, but like if let me just pull up some stats for you, all right? Let me look at these. So ignore the Vic one. I only had 6 spots. I had to Photoshop Vic in. That's why everything of his is green, like it's the best. But if you're gonna rank the quarterbacks, Vic is obviously last, and this is a list based on what they've done on the years that they played for the Eagles, except Foles. I couldn't separate the like the 2 years, 3 years, whatever in between his stints with the Eagles. So that's why that one's there. But if you look at all of them and you look at what they've done, like I said, when it comes to championships, there's only 2 dudes with that 1 up there. Bow. There's only 2 guys up there. Gotta go 1 and 2. And then after that 1 and 2, I'm gonna say McNabb. And then I'm gonna say McNabb, and then I'm gonna say Cunningham, and then Hurts, and then Jaworski, and then Vic. Only because, like I said, Hurts got us to a Super Bowl, but we didn't win yet. We didn't win with him. Randall Cunningham didn't get us to a Super Bowl, but he has the accolades. He has that's why I put McNabb too. McNabb has the 6 Pro Bowls, which is great. He's our, in my opinion, I'll get to that after. So he has the 6 Pro Bowls. Randall Cunningham has the 3 Pro Bowls, 2 all pros, whereas Hurts has the 2 and the 1 all pro. And Vic has the Pro Bowl, so he's the last. And Jaworski, like I said, Jaworski is he has the UPI MVP, which isn't a real MVP, but Jaworski did more for us. Now, like I said, that's if you're basing the Super Bowl as the pinnacle. If I were to base it on like achievements for the team and like the most like impact on a team, if you will, I'm gonna go McNabb first. I would say McNabb first, probably Cunningham second, and then McNabb first, Cunningham second, and then you could really either toss up Hurts or Foles for me because, like I said, if you count the Super Bowl and the Pro Bowl, whatever, but I think I personally like Hurts more. Obviously, he's the quarterback now, but I just like what Hurts brings a certain. When Foles was the quarterback, I never got the feel that like Foles was like the quarterback. Like he came in, he won games, won the Super Bowl, but like even that year when he came back as the backup, nobody was sitting there thinking Foles was like this great guy. It was more nostalgic. Oh, thank God Foles is back. We love it, which is such a Philadelphia sports thing. They just love the whole like, oh, nostalgia. Like this guy played for us once and he played good. We should get him back. We should get him back because he's going to be just as good, if not better, when he signs for us again. And it's like that, you know what I mean, man? It's such a like an underdog. The underdog mentality is a little played out for me because I feel like everyone wants to make it their identity in Philly, where I feel like the correct identity should be we want to be winners. We don't. Let me see if I can rephrase that. The Philly mindset is like it's Rocky. It's, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting knocked down. I got to get back up. Why can't it be somebody like the Philly mindset is based on a fictional character? Why can't the Philly mindset be more like, I don't want to say this, like, hear me, the Patriot mindset, where they want to be used to greatness. They want to win. Winning is the only thing that matters. And that is a mindset in Philly, but I feel like the Philly mindset for teams is more like, I'd rather like get knocked down and come back. Like I'd rather win all my games by like come back in the fourth quarter and win because it means more. I don't. I want to smoke teams all season. I want to go into the playoffs on a steamrolling. I don't want that, oh, well, we got to lose some games now. No, I want to win. I want to just go in hot. Bow, smoke them. If we lose some games at the end of the season, it's okay because we're going to come back. No, I want to go into the season high. I want to go into the postseason playoffs high. I want to go in there. We just demolished the Giants week 18. We just demolished this team week 18. I'm going into the playoffs on my high horse. Number 1 seed. We're chilling back, resting. Like, good. Bring on whoever's next. Bring it. I don't care. Bring it. I want them. That's the mindset I want. So, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. But that's the mindset I want for my team. I want people who are going in already thinking high, not this mindset of like, I have to get knocked down to come back up. I don't want to get knocked down. I just want to win. All I want to do is win, no matter what. So I digressed. I digressed heavily. So the Foles thing, let me run it back. So Foles being the backup, people didn't think about him. Then he came back and he won. And like I said, it was the whole Rocky mindset. We're like, oh, like we lost all these players. We came back and won. I just want to win. And I think Foles was like a fun quarterback for us, but I just didn't see Foles as like this career franchise quarterback for us. And neither did Jeffrey Lurie. That's why he didn't sign him to a long-term deal. And we signed Wentz instead. And then Wentz, that whole situation happened, which I give Wentz his respect for, because even after Wentz left the Eagles, I still feel like he had the respect, like he still respected the city. And that's why, as we've all seen, he was wearing that the Dutch Destroyer bracelet from the kid that passed away. They gave him the bracelet, and like that's heart. You can't. I know we talk about him leaving the city and like not having heart and all that shit, but that's a guy with a good heart. You know what I mean? And not to mention, trading him got us a shitload of picks, because what did it end up being? Like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Carter, Cooper DeJean. The picks, the way they ended up. Gotta love that guy. Can't hate a guy that did that for us. And when we played him next, he let us get 9 sacks against him. Like, I just can't hate him, bro. Cannot hate Carson Wentz. He's really a hero for the city. So, so I'll put, but in terms of, like I said, what he did for the team, it's going to, in my opinion, it goes McNabb, Cunningham, Foles or Hurts, however you want to put them. Foles, Hurts, Wentz, then Vic. Now, if it comes into, if we're talking about like who my personal favorites, not like what I think it should be based off of or any stuff like that, standards and statistics, I'm going McNabb number one because he's part of the reason I'm an Eagles fan besides my dad. I loved watching McNabb play. McNabb, Westbrook, and Dawkins, I loved watching them play. So McNabb is going one overall. I remember being a kid at my first game at the link. It was Eagles versus Packers Thanksgiving weekend. And it was like during the Chunky Soup era, and we won. We beat the Packers like I forget. I want to say like 27-10. I can't remember off the top of my head. We beat the Packers, and it was just a great time. Me and my dad went. It was the only game me and my dad ever went to, but we'll always have a fond place in my heart. Funny enough, what was it, like 13 years later? Not 13. Maybe 13? I don't know. Not 13. Something 15, 16 years later. 2 seasons ago, we played the Packers Thanksgiving weekend. I went to that game. Yeah, it was the same date too, which is crazy. I want to say it was like November 27th or something, but it was like the same exact day. It was Thanksgiving weekend, the same date, and we were playing the same team. It was the Packers. I was like, I have to go to that game. It's literally it's like meant to be. So I went to that game, and we ended up winning. That was actually a great game. Shout out my boy JT and Hannah. They went to the game with me and Maribel. It was a great time to be had by all. But yeah, I'm going in my personal favorites. I'm going McNabb 1, Jalen Hurts 2, Vic 3. I'm gonna get hate for this, but I'm going Wentz 4, Foles 5, Cunningham 6, Jaworski 7. I'm putting Cunningham and Jaworski at the end because I'm not that old. I didn't watch them play. I understand what they did for the team, but I'm not. It's my personal favorites. I've never seen Cunningham play, so can't hate me for it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, folks. So yeah, that's how I'm putting it. I don't even have a Cunningham jersey. Like I said, it's not my era. I have a McNabb jersey. What else do I have? I have a from that era, my old my young days era. I have a Westbrook jersey, a McNabb jersey, a Dawkins jersey, a Curse jersey. That's the jersey I believe I wore to the game. I believe was a Curse jersey. I had an Owens jersey when I was young. I lost that though somewhere. What else do I got? I'm trying to think of all my older jerseys. I got a Vic jersey too. I got a McNabb. I got a Vic. I got like 4 Hurts jerseys. Only 2 are by one of them is mine. One of them is the Super Bowl gray. The other one is the Kelly green. I got that one for my girl. One of them is a black fake one. My boy got it for me for Christmas. Got a China jersey. Not gonna throw it out though. And then the other one is like a 2XL green jersey that I won in a raffle on Instagram. So it doesn't fit me at all. It's massive, but I'm still gonna keep that. Trying to think. I'm looking into my closet, I can even see the jerseys. Trying to think. I'm like, oh, what about that? I got the Westbrook though. I feel like I got one more from that older era. I do need to get a Trent Cole jersey. I gotta find one of those somewhere. Trent Cole. I met him when after that season, the Eagles came to New England to play the Patriots, and that's where I used to live. I went to the hotel, and when they were getting off the bus, I had a Connect at the time when I was a young warthog, and I tried to get Westbrook's autograph, and I was young and awkward and shy, so I'm following him up the escalator with a little marker and a hat, my dad's visor. So my dad was like, "Give me an autograph," and I was like, "I just want to see players." I was young. Autographs weren't huge for me then. I was just I just want to meet the player. That's cool. And I was following Westbrook up the escalator, and they're about to get into the conference room or whatever, and the reporter behind him was like, "Oh, you can't come. And I was just like, damn, no autograph. Shit. And when I came back downstairs, Trent Cole was there, and I was like, can you sign my hat? And he was like, yeah. He signed the hat, and I was like, I gave it to my dad. I think he still has it somewhere. But yeah, that's my ranking of personal favorites in those. Hurts is in my top 2 right now because Hurts is the guy. Big fan of that guy. What else was I gonna talk about? I think I was gonna just do some like Twitter roulette, some stuff that I've seen on Twitter that I was like, fuck it, let me just talk about, have some fun with it. You know, bring in some other people's tweets and stuff like that, and just see what they're talking about. Have a little fun. What's this? If you had to pick 3 to play an actual game with to be on your team, who would you pick? And everyone is, picking all these people and all this and that. We're not picking Airbud. Let's be real. From the top row, off rip, I'm gonna tell you, I'm picking Calvin Cambridge because he literally played like Mike. Mike, what are we doing here? Played like Mike. Michael Jordan, for those who don't know. Timo Cruz, Bugs Bunny, Jesus Shuttleworth, Billy Hoyle. Let's see. It's really a tie or toss up between Jesus and Bugs Bunny because Bugs Bunny also played with Michael Jordan. For those of you who don't know, they beat the Monstars. What was that, in 96, 97? I think. Yeah. Great year. Great year for sports. But Jesus Shuttleworth is actually a player. It's a real guy. It's Ray Allen, guys, if you don't know. So like, yeah, let me choose the actual basketball player or the Bugs Bunny, who's unstoppable. And then down here, this is probably the tougher one, but I'm gonna have to go with Uncle Drew because he's actually, if those of you who don't know, he's a phenomenal player. So why would I not choose the actual players? I thought it was funny when I saw it. I was like, let me just talk about that because I just think it's funny. No, you pick the actual players. Why would you not? Who are you picking? Airbud? Picking Jackie Moon? Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? Oh, the fight. That's awesome. Bring up the fights. Like I said, Twitter roulette. So I'm just gonna bring up a bunch of random stuff that I was seeing and wanted to talk about. Dana White just announced these fights for the UFC Fight Night in Dubai on August 3rd. Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. I think that's gonna be great. I think this card is very, very underrated. I think that Davison and Cheeto Vera fight's gonna be. I think that's gonna be the fight of the card. Honestly, I think that fight's gonna be crazy. I'm putting my money on Cheeto though. Mackenzie Dern versus Lupi Godinez. Lupi. And then Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. I think it's a very underrated card. I think it's going to be a lot of hits. Nick Diaz versus Vincent is going to be a good fight too. I don't know who I'd put my money on that one. Probably put my money on Vincent, honestly. I don't know if Nick still got it like that. And then the Sandhagen versus Umar. I'll probably put money on Nurmagomedov because you can't really bet against them, especially because it's in Dubai. They're Muslim, so they might rig the fight for them. One of the last fights I saw in Dubai or Saudi Arabia, it was somewhere, I can't remember which one it was, but it was like all like Khabib family members, and like all of them were winning. And like some of them, I think there was like 3 fights where it was just like very questionable decisions by the refs, and I was like, what is happening here? Brother, ew. Just ridiculous stuff. When it comes to movies, Kerry Washington has been cast in Knives Out 3. For those of you who don't know, Knives Out is a great movie franchise. Knives Out, Glass Onion, star-studded cast, great plots, great mysteries, very good movies overall. So I'm excited for that movie for sure. I got really nothing else to talk about on that one. Tom Hardy and Lindsay Lohan are also rumored to play in it, so that'll be great because Tom Hardy is chef's kiss and Lindsay Lohan she's down and out, but like her possibly having a resurgence in movies would be cool. Wouldn't be bad. And last but not least, is one thing I saw. It's pick only 3. I didn't realize it said 3. Last time I thought I said 2. So pick only 3 pills. Perfect health. Choose/keep your body type. Super strength. heal others' illnesses, super intelligence, find love forever, talk to deceased loved ones, change 3 things from the past, unlimited money. Yeah, find love forever, gone. I already found the love of my life, so I don't even need that pill. Choose keep your body type. That's stupid because if you have perfect health or unlimited money, you can work out or you can get surgery and you can have the perfect body type you want. So that's stupid. Let me see. I'm trying to like go down the list. Talk to your deceased loved ones. I don't want that, honestly. Like I could see like sentimentally why people would want that, but like I'm not gonna. I don't know what I would talk to him about. You know, I guess it was like if you have someone in your family you lost and like wanted to talk to him again, I guess you could. But I feel like it's just such a one-time thing. It's just like I don't know. I just feel like it's personally not for me. Change 3 things from the past. I don't want to do that because I just everything that's led me up until this point has happened the way it has. If I could change 3 things from the past, it would be like Bradbury holding call in the Super Bowl, like McNabb choking in the fucking like it would all be Eagles related most likely. My 3 that I would pick though are perfect health, heal others' illnesses, and unlimited money. Because okay, boom, perfect health, I'm straight, I'm good. Heal others' illnesses, boom, me and my family are good, me and my friends are good. Everyone in the world that I come across will be good. And it's like not on some like Jesus type shit, but like I would like I would with my unlimited money, I would just buy like a nice crib and a bunch of security guards and be like I would just heal people. Unless you're a piece of shit, then I wouldn't heal you. You'd have to earn that healing. You can't just I'm not gonna just let you be a piece of shit and like get healed for no reason. Like no, you gotta earn it. Like if you're a child and you have cancer, you're healed, brother. Come on. You're good. Bring your parents. I'll heal them too. I mean, you're good. And then unlimited money is even better because I can just give money out to people. Like everyone's gonna be rich because I have unlimited money. Unless you're a piece of shit, then you get no money. Bow. Super strength, super intelligence. I don't care about those. I can. What would I need super strength for? I'm not aggressive. I'm not gonna sit there and like fight people. Why would I need that? I don't need that. And then super intelligence. Why? I'm already wicked fucking smart guy. Why would I need super intelligence? If I have unlimited money, what do I need to be smart for? I can pay people to be smart for me. And I can just do all the dumb shit I want to do and have perfect health. And the people around me who have perfect health and I have unlimited money, so we can just do all these things that I want to do. And that's it. That's my send off. Simple as that. What has I been here? I've been almost an hour of just chatting. Shit. I'm gonna end it on that note, but anyone that tapped in and watched, anyone that will replay and watch, thank you so much. If you did, thank you. If you didn't, that's fine too. I don't care. I'm not gonna force you to do it. What's this? Fair send off. Thank you, babe. And on that note, I'm out. Now the dogs are barking. It's about